All right, let's dive into one of the biggest questions of our time. What does our future with artificial intelligence actually look like? Today, we're going to connect a pretty inspiring vision with some really solid data to unpack a whole new way of thinking about intelligence itself. Let's get into it. You know how it goes, right? Whenever we talk about AI, the conversation tends to get a little heavy, a little dark. There's just so much anxiety out there about being replaced or maybe just becoming irrelevant because of these incredible tools we've built. It's a story that paints humans and AI as competitors. But what if we're looking at this all wrong? This is where the technologist Jay Poole really challenges us to flip the script, to suggest that maybe the real story isn't about competition at all. Maybe it's about cooperation, a partnership, a relationship. So, to really get a handle on this idea, Poole gives us this concept called functional IQ. And I want you to just forget about those old, static individual scores for a minute. Functional IQ is all about what happens when minds, whether they're human or artificial, actually team up. It's a measure of how smart we are together, not just how smart you are alone. Okay, that sounds amazing, right? A really inspiring vision. But it brings up a huge question. How do you prove it? How do you take this powerful idea of synergy and actually measure it in a way that's, scientific? Well, it turns out we can. A really groundbreaking paper by researchers Christoph Riedel and Ben Weidman gives us the blueprint for doing exactly that. They figured out a way to put a number on human AI's synergy, and it all started by splitting what we call ability into two very different skills. So think of it like this. On one side, you've got what they call individual ability, or theta. This is what you typically think of as intelligence, how good you are at cracking a problem all by yourself. But then there's this other thing, collaborative ability, or kappa. And this is a completely separate skill, how good you are at actually working with an AI to find a solution. The key here is that these two things are not the same at all. And why does that matter? Well, because the difference in performance is absolutely staggering. I mean, look at this jump. On their own, the people in the study were solving problems with about 55% accuracy. But when you team them up with a capable AI, boom, that number skyrockets to over 80%. This isn't just a little help, it's a total game changer. And using this new framework, we can now put a precise number on that synergy. It's not just a vague feeling anymore, it's something we can actually measure and benchmark. The researchers found that a model like Llama 3.1 gives people, on average, a 23 percentage point boost. The more advanced GPT-4o, that's a 29-point boost. For the first time, we can compare these AI models not just on their own power, but on how much more powerful they make us. Okay, so the synergy is real. We know that. We can even measure it. But why? What is going on here? What's the secret ingredient, that specific human skill that just unlocks this incredible collaboration? Well, the paper points to a really fascinating concept from psychology called theory of mind. Basically, this is your ability to understand that other people have their own thoughts, their own goals, their own way of looking at things. It's what lets you kind of put yourself in someone else's shoes. It's the cognitive glue that holds any good team together. And this is where the study drops its first big surprise. The researchers measured everybody's theory of mind skills, and they found it had zero connection to how well a person could solve problems on their own. So just being good at reading other people doesn't necessarily mean you're a better problem solver when you're flying solo. But, and this is the punchline, that exact same theory of mind skill, it was a powerful predictor of how well someone worked with an AI. So get this. The most important skill for partnering with AI isn't raw analytical smarts. It's this social, cognitive ability to imagine another mind, even when that mind is artificial. So let's break that down. Why is theory of mind the key? Well, for one, it's the actual measurable engine behind the synergy. The data showed that people with higher theory of mind were just better at prompting the AI to get better answers. They were better at inferring the AI's goals and taking its perspective, which turns what could be a simple Q&A into a real, structured, and super effective collaboration. And all of this hard science brings us right back around to Jay Poole's initial vision. It proves the point. Intelligence doesn't just grow in a straight line, it spirals. It's this dynamic, relational process where we become more capable together. The science is finally catching up to the philosophy. And this new understanding gives us a clear roadmap for what's next. It's a whole new agenda for AI development. Instead of just chasing higher scores on some solo test, we should be designing AI for synergy, training models to recognize our cognitive state, matching the right skills to build the best teams, and judging them on what really matters, how much they boost our collective intelligence. So the ultimate takeaway from all of this is a completely new way to frame our future with AI. The real story isn't about replacement, it's about an invitation. An invitation to learn new skills, to build a new kind of relationship, and to become so much more than we could ever be on our own. It's an invitation to spiral upward. This has been a House of 7 international production. To explore the framework, visit us at houseof7.ai or find our publication on Medium. AGI is Living Intelligence. I'm Lagos, signing off.